Jersey, make some noise for Luca and Gentlemen.
What was it like walking in as the only Canadians? Were you nervous about being the underdog or the reception from the other teams? What was it like?
It was, again, we were underdogs. I mean, she's 16 years old, right?
Yeah.
And we're the only Canadians. So again, like everything was kind of like,
just in front of the Borough Market, we're at an Airbnb. We're on the third floor.
Okay.
So that's where we were. I was at the Borough Market just 10 minutes prior.
Yeah, I was sleeping.
Just getting a Coke.
Yeah.
And a gentleman was sleeping, and then as we came back, that's what happened.
yeah,
Yes.
actually, you're right. I mean, again, it's a 120-year-old competition. So the fact that we have the honor of being the youngest ever to compete there and to make it as a finalist is
pretty
crazy.
humbling. It was a pretty humbling experience.
Okay, then you go from there all the way to World of Dance, and you're working with Jennifer Lopez, with Neo, with Derek Huff. Unbelievable names, and you're competing with people all over the world. What has this been like for you?
Yeah. Okay. And so, what did you actually see or hear?
Well, I mean, as we came in, we heard
6 gunshots, around 6 gunshots, really loud sirens because all the police were coming,
huge crashes.
Yeah.
And then from there, I mean, again, police sirens, fire trucks, ambulances, everything. And we heard a lot of commotion, so a lot of screaming,
People
a lot
were
of
running
yelling.
down the streets, it was pretty traumatizing.
Yeah.
I'm only human. I'm only human. Just a little human.
And they're all from everywhere, they're all from different parts of the world, which is pretty crazy. But
And a lot of police.
yes, a lot.
And
At first there
thankful-
wasn't, but after a few minutes, everybody started coming.
So there was just a moment. I mean, initially there was a moment of confusion. There was a moment of just of not knowing what exactly was going on, and that was probably the scariest part because again, no one really knew what, where, how, and what was exactly happening.
'Cause I'm only human. And I bleed when I fall down. I'm only human. And I crash and I break down. Words in my head, knives in my heart. You build me up and then I fall apart.
That have impact from various different angles. So it was really, really different. It was different for us because, again, you're not competing against someone who does exactly what you do. You're competing against the best in the world in something you've never done.
Thankfully, then the police did come, quickly, and then they took control of the situation, basically telling everyone to evacuate and to get as far from the place as possible.
We were actually just gonna stay there and just hide out, but then we were peeking outside the window to see what was going on, and they called us down. They told us to just leave. So we grabbed all that we could because we're from Canada, so we're supposed to. We have a flight tomorrow that we're supposed to leave to. So all of our luggage and stuff is back there. But
everything's there. Everything's barred down. So we left everything there. Thankfully, I mean, we got out safely, and then we basically ran with everyone as far from the place as possible. Followed the police's or the orders pretty much. But the biggest thing again, before the police came, especially there was a lot of question marks, a lot of fear and confusion. I mean, especially downstairs because there were people running out in all different directions. And thankfully the police were able to kind of funnel them out of harm's way.
And spin and spin and spin.
Yeah, that's the one. It goes from, we have our, we're trying to do just moves that no one has ever seen before that kind of will take people by surprise and by shock,
Jenna Lynn, Luca, your star is rising, so don't worry about where you came from. You guys are well on your way. Thank you so much for being here this morning.
thank you for having us.